and welcome back to Zooquest! So we are pretty much picking up right where we left off because I had a super busy week and I didn't get to do any behind the scenes for the zoo this week. But actually that was partially planned because I wasn't sure where to go with the desert. We don't have a lot of desert animals, so our desert area in the zoo is going to be pretty small anyway. So yeah, my brain just couldn't come up with something to do really other than make a camel and a snake exhibit. Well, that's not very much. So for all of you Minecrafters out there who enjoy building and are possibly building your own zoo, please feel free in the comments below to give me some suggestions on some good ideas for builds and even some animals that even if we don't have them in the mod, I could still try and figure out ways to get them. So leave your suggestions in the comments below. And while you're down there, definitely give the video a like if you're liking it so far. And if you're new here, use this opportunity to subscribe. As of recording this episode, I think I'm 2 subscribers away from 300, which is really awesome. So if we could hit that 300 before tomorrow, then that would be so great. All right. Ooh, I heard creepy cave sounds. So I think today we're going to have a name day just a little bit where we go and name some of the animals we have collected. But I actually want to work on this one's exhibit. And I was actually thinking about leaving it here and just taking out some of these walls and adding a display glass. But also these stairs come down here, which is pretty neat. And this right here would be a perfect spot to add a glass where you could come down and see it a little closer. And then we might actually divide this in half, and if we find another snake that would commonly be found in the desert, we could split this into 2 exhibits because it's so long. So I think that's a good idea. As for, hello, my beautiful lady. You cannot leave, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. Over here, this is the same as the other side, but I was thinking since we have Humphrey over here, and this is going to be the place where you come into the desert portion of the zoo, this could be like a camel rental place where if you want to walk around the zoo in the desert region and look at the animals around the zoo, you could rent a camel and the camel would carry you around the zoo. I think that would be so cool, and we could have a bunch of zookeepers here that would actually lead the camel for safety reasons and to make the camel more comfortable. So yeah, those were my ideas. I hope you like them. I have only found Humphrey so far, so we might have to go on a camel search in the desert today. The good news about that is if we do go on the camel search, we might find more snakes and we might find more animals that would fit in the desert part of the zoo. So I'm really excited to get back to work on this. Since I haven't been working on Zooquest behind the scenes, I've really been missing it. I love this. It's so cute. Now, where did I put my boat? What are you? You're a snake. I don't know what kind of snake you are, but you are a sneaky snake. I don't know what I pressed. I do have a golden lasso. We could capture this sneaky snake, but I have no idea if it's a desert snake or not. Let's do it. Even if it's not a desert snake, it could be a snake that we could keep temporarily in the area as long as it would be comfortable here until we can move it to its proper zone. Okay, little buddy, you honestly seem like a water snake of sorts with the way that you've really been enjoying playing in the water. Have you seen my boat, by the way? I am absolutely 100% missing my boat. Wait, don't be afraid. I promise. I've only killed 2 snakes. Here. Oh! I almost killed 3. There we go. It just says Mo creature snake. It doesn't say what type of snake it is. Interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and find my boat. If I can't find one, I'll just make one, and we're gonna go back to the watchtower and then teleport to the boathouse of the Boo Island. That's what we're gonna do. Boat. Oh, boat. Boat. Ah, boat. I found my boat, but I ran across another snake while I was looking for it, and I thought this looks like another type of rattlesnake. The cool thing about the Mo creature snakes is they're not super obvious as to what species or that they are. So if we, oh, and it's really hurt. So this is good that we're gonna try and capture it. Got it. Okay. This is great. So we'll actually be able to heal the snake as well. So the Mo creature snakes, funny story about them, they are not tameable. In order to have a tamed Mo creature snake, you have to kill them and get their eggs. So I kind of have a solution for that because they are aggressive. Like you saw that one go back up like it was gonna hurt me. My solution for that is what I could do, and if you guys think this is a good idea, let me know in the comments. I could give myself in creative mode the egg to that particular snake, so that way it can be tamed. I could also make it a custom NPC snake, but custom NPC mods, the mod doesn't work with replay. So if I'm trying to do a replay of a zoo build and there's a custom NPC there, everything breaks. And it's really awful. So I'm trying to limit the amount of custom NPCs we have until we're about done with an area. So like zookeepers and stuff are gonna be the very last thing that goes into a zoo. Okay. Let's go up here and finally teleport. I'm here in front of the anvil and it's looking pretty bad. It says very damaged anvil, so we might only be able to do one name out of this. But since we are here on Boo Island, we are going to go ahead and name the Okapi. I got so many names for the Okapi, but I picked one that I really liked, and specifically from a viewer that I think that might have been one of the few times that you've suggested a name, so I wanted to make sure I picked this one, but it's also because I loved it, and that is Jupiter, if I can spell. There we go. Jupiter. So the name of our Okapi is going to be Jupiter. I got so many good names, but that one was my favorite. Okay, next. So I got the suggestion for the Rams at the very start to name both of them Loki and Thor, but since I continue to get suggestion, Matt, if you can cut some of that and then we'll start that again. All right, so for the Rams, I did get a very first suggestion for them before I think I even caught them, to name them both Loki and Thor. So I am going to choose one of those, and I think I am going to choose Thor. I really like that name. I'm also sure I'm saying it wrong. But yes, Thor is going to be one of the Rams. I'm going to have to look at some more suggestions for the other Ram. So now I'm going to move on to the snake. I think the only suggestion I actually got for the snake was Oasis, and what a cute name for our Mojave Desert snake. And there goes the anvil. I'm gonna have to grab the other one. All right, after looking at several comments, I think what we are going to do is name the last Ram Chex. I thought that was such a cute name, and I love Chex Mix, even though I can't really eat it anymore. Oh, my favorite is Harvest Cheddar. Fun fact, Cupicate likes Harvest Cheddar, Chex Mix. I don't even know if it's called Harvest Cheddar. It might just be called Cheddar. I think Harvest Cheddar is Sun Chips, which I love those too. Well, let's go name our babies, and then we can get back to trying to make an exhibit around Oasis. My children, would you please try and stay? Okay, Stella. Oh boy. This is how Jupiter is getting out. She's climbing up and then swimming through the waterfall. So we're gonna have to make her an exhibit very soon because otherwise she's gonna be an escape artist. All right, Jupiter. There's your name! And apparently we can put a saddle on Jupiter and ride her. Hi, Timothy and Savannah. I like that they're hanging out together. They're like, oh, this is getting really full now. Okay, hi, Valentine and Tulip. Your name wasn't showing up, so I was slightly panicking. Okay, please stay here, Jupiter. I'm begging you. You've got food and entertainment. Please stay. All right, next is the Rams. This is also getting a little too full over here. Well, that is okay. So we have Chex and Thor. I think this one will be Thor. Nice. And then this one will be Chex. And, whoa. You guys are ready for shearing. And I can never say no to wool. Thank you. And thank you. And how are my other wonderful sheepies doing? Oh, are you ready? Perfect. We're going to need all the wool. All right, let me clean my inventory out since we're here on Boo Island, and then we can head back to the desert and start playing around with making Oasis's exhibit look a little better for a rattlesnake. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oasis scared me so much. I literally came through here and she was just right there like, hi! You never want a snake to sneak up on you like that. Luckily, she trusts us. So here is her name. Hi, Oasis. Yes, love. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit more on Oasis real quick. So yes, Mojave Desert Rattlesnake, excellent. All right, we found some enrichment items, tire swing. I wonder if that's because snakes love to climb up on tire swings. A heat lamp would be a good idea. Having a basking area indeed would be a good idea. Luckily, this is kind of an open exhibit, so basking in the sun is a thing. So we just need to make sure there's a good balance of shade and basking light. But the basking light is still important during the nighttime because it gets so cold in the desert. All right, so I actually went and searched what rattlesnake exhibits typically look like because I had no idea. And I found one in particular that I actually adored. And it looked like the entrance to a mine shaft, like an old abandoned mine shaft in the desert. And I was like, this is perfect because we were even talking about making a mine shaft in the desert anyway. Hello, my love. I'm trying to decide if you're around me because you love me or because I make you nervous. It's probably both. Okay, so firstly, what I want to do is I want to divide this section in half. And like I said before, this sandstone is so boring. So we're gonna come in and add some color and detail, but I want to get kind of everything sectioned first so I know where I'm playing with. Hello, Oasis. Yes, my love. So this is where we're gonna cut it in half. And that way Oasis will have one half and our other rattlesnake that we just caught can have the other half, and we can use that opportunity to possibly heal it, although it will be aggressive. So we'll have to be careful unless we do the I get an egg in creative mode for having caught the rattlesnake. And we can say it's the same rattlesnake if we want to. It's not a big deal. Okay. So if I want to split this in half, I don't know what leaf that is, but I kind of want it. Huh. Perfect. I kind of want the whole wall to be split, like there to be a whole wall. And I'm trying to decide if I want that to be a sandstone wall or not. Because we have so much sandstone, sandstone makes sense, but it is also super boring. So we might actually go with a cobblestone wall. I didn't bring any of my chisels, did I? Shame on me. Gonna go fix that right now. I am here in front of Naomi right now because we just had a discussion about something that I've been thinking about for a long time. So you know the bones that we see just like hanging around somewhere in the desert, like they're kind of all over the place, scattered in the desert or in the what's it called, mesa, and they look really, really cool. And I think they would be perfect for our rattlesnake exhibit. I don't have a silk touch pick, and honestly, I don't even know if the silk touch pick works to pick up those bones, because if you go into the inventory, the item specifically says creative mode only. So I set it up. Naomi communicated with our butchers for the meat and said, hey, we want the bones too. And they don't care about the bones. So yeah, we're just gonna take some, but I need my money out of my backpack first. Now, because we don't have a really good way of getting these back, since I don't think Silk Touch works, I'm not 100% sure, it may work just fine. I'm gonna get quite a few of these. I think I'm gonna get like 12. Just in case we put one down and we're like, ooh, we don't like that one. Thank you, Naomi. Okay, I also grabbed all of the things we would need for our building in the deserts. I have some extra stuff in my inventory I could put away, but I think I'm just gonna put it away in the desert biome so we don't have to run back and forth over and over and over again until we need food. I do want to work on the enchanting room. That is something I still need to do. I was gonna do it behind the scenes, so hopefully if I find some extra time here in the next few days before I record again, we could totally go ahead and actually do the enchanting room, and I could show you guys the replay of it, because I think you would much more enjoy the replay of it. I can't word today. I'm saying all the wrong things. We are back. I'm going to go ahead and set a crate right here because we have been picking up some like unneeded items, but we might use some of these, so I don't think it hurts to have it in here just in case we do end up using these items. All right, let's get this put away, and then let's get some of this stuff out. We can start kind of setting up a base camp of sorts with all of these things that we're gonna need. Let's put this here. Gotta have that. Doesn't have to be in any special order or anything. We just need to be able to work. That's probably why this will be one of the last things we do. We'll do this last, and then we'll add the zookeepers the very, very last in order to do replays without there being any issues. Okay, I don't need these. Nope, nope, nope. I don't need the campfires in the desert. That is definitely not a thing that I need in the desert. Let's look in here. Okay, these are all of our tools, and it doesn't hurt to just stick them right there so we can have them for when we use them. I needed the chisel block, so let's go ahead and see what chisel has for this. I love to use big tile, although I am curious. If we put sandstone in it, we could have some really beautiful sandstone blocks that we could add to this, and it would give this more variety. So I'm gonna collect a whole bunch of sand, and then we'll put the sandstone in there. Maybe it'll look really good. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, there's some really cool blocks in here, you guys. Hieroglyphs, patterns, skull landscape, prism, that's really pretty, panel, dent, seamless, double slab, I like that. Big tile. Big tile is kind of my favorite when you want just a really clean line wall. I think for the purpose of just doing the wall in between our current snake Oasis's exhibit and the new snakes exhibit, I think it'll be perfect to have something really clean looking, and then we can make this outer bit look super, super lovely. Hello, my love. How are you? Oasis? Oh, there she is. Okay, so she's doing good. So I'm going to block this off You're gonna have to choose really quick which side you like better, my dear, because I'm gonna put a door right here. And you're gonna have to definitely, you like it over there? You're gonna have to definitely stay over here. Okay. I trust you. I trust you, my dear. Oh, that looks really, really good. And I don't think they'll be able to climb up there, so we could do something kind of pretty up there. And I just need a fancy door that's essentially gonna look exactly like, like this. Shouldn't be too hard. We got this. All right, Oasis, have you decided you want this to be your side? It seems to me like you want this to be your side. It seems you like the grass as well. I'll definitely make sure that you've got some grass in your exhibit. Okay, so there we go. That does not look nearly as good as I wanted it to, but hey, it is what it is. If I end up hating it, I could do a cute little like thing right here just to make it all look really cohesive, especially since her side is gonna have an indent right there. My only other option would be to put it here, but that might not look very good either. Not unless I do like a cool thing with the chisel blocks, which might look cool. We'll see. All right, so now I'm just gonna really quickly start clearing out some of this stuff. Her exhibit's gonna look really empty, but that's what we want. I had a really good thought. So I got this whole area cleaned out. Now this area is huge. This is extremely huge, but I was kind of looking at this a little bit more and I was thinking, what if instead I have this wall come here and on the other side, and that way we have kind of our own little zookeeper area where we can keep the food and resources we need for our snakes in this area, as well as another secret entrance maybe into under this museum area where we have a workspace. So I think I'm gonna go get some more sand and make this again on the other side. So I'm gonna move this over here, make it on the other side, and we'll have a little zookeeper zone between the two spots. Oasis, you can't stay in here, silly girl. Come on. Come on, I know your exhibit is pretty bare, but you cannot stay in the zookeeper zone. This is the zookeeper zone. She listened, you guys. Don't you drown in there. There are so many people that would be heartbroken if you drown. All right, so here's our little zookeeper zone. We will eventually have a ceiling up here. This could be a work area. This could possibly go into the underneath of the museum, which I think would be an excellent work area. Ugh, I'm loving this. I love zookeeper zones. They're so very important. So I'm gonna take a few of the things that I actually found after I put some of the stuff away that we don't need. I still like the idea of maybe building a dead acacia tree. I think that would be really cool. I kind of want everything to look dead and like it hasn't, people haven't been there in a long time and the rattlesnake has taken over. So we've got our bones. I was gonna use these doors, but I ended up not. They looked exactly the same as the other doors, but the other doors auto-close, so they're better. Okay, so let's see here. I got our bones. I want these prickly pears because they don't actually hurt. And we might go around and look for some more cactus-like plants and some dead grass that isn't going to hurt our precious snake. And start building this. We'll probably build the bulk of it in the next episode, but we have a few more minutes to start. So I collected a few things and I was looking down at the ground. And there are also, like the bones, sticks that lay on the ground, and you can chop them with your axe and they'll give you sticks. And I thought, well, maybe we could set something up with another NPC where I exchange just sticks for the decorative version of that stick. So that way we can have some just like dry sticks in here. Might look really, really cool. We're gonna make this kind of the entrance to where we're gonna have like, I think instead of making it look like a mine, we're gonna make it look like the entrance to a tomb, which would be so cool. And if we make it like not too deep, it would actually be an excellent location for Oasis to get some shade during the day if she gets too hot. And we could possibly set it up where the basking light could be in there as well during the nighttime. So this will be pretty cool. I have not seen what's underneath this yet. I'm really interested to find out. Is it just solid sandstone? I think it's just solid sandstone. Okay, I'm gonna go one more back. Okay, now we've reached the underneath of the museum because I can see the wood. So we could do something like this right here and make it look like it goes down even though it doesn't. That might be cool. And then it's also really important, we might go into the sides a little bit because it is important to sometimes give your animals a way where they can escape the eyes that are preying on them. And even though, you know, as a zoo goer, that can be frustrating that you can't see the animal, sometimes that animal needs a break. They're like, I'm tired of being looked at and I just want to hide. So we want to supply our animals with that same luxury of being able to appear when they want and disappear when they want. All right, so real quick, let's do, I think we're gonna turn this into glass here. So we could do this here, and I will prove to you it doesn't hurt. These do not hurt right here at all. I think I wouldn't mind getting some regular sand kind of built up as well. Maybe we'll take this out because I'm gonna want to put floor in here anyway. I want to add like layering where we can have like hills and stuff for a variety of ups and downs since I can't speak today. Okay, let's try this. That looks good, and we can make it come down with some half slabs a little bit. But then this way we could put like 2 of these right here with maybe a tumbleweed on each side. And those grow up pretty tall, so you'll be able to see them. And then let's try out maybe instead of a tumbleweed here, let's do a bone, and then we'll end the episode. Oh, snake bones. Snake bones. That actually looks pretty good. I don't know if the patrons will be able to see it as well, but I think it looks really good right there. Do you like it so far, Oasis? We're gonna make this better and better for you as we continue in our Zooquest series. All right, that's all the time I have for this episode, you guys. If you liked it, make sure you give the like button a tickle and a poke. Subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and if you have, thank you so much. Make sure to jingle the bell to get notifications of when I post more Zooquest episodes, and join our Discord so you can talk to me and our loving community every single day. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!